apologize. I don't recollect your name. Oh, baby, I don't know.
What's good? What's up? It's your girl Michaela Janae here, back with another video. Today's video is another Maja Speaks. Today we will be talking about how to do self-care the right way in 2020. A lot of us think self-care is pampering ourselves, taking a warm bath, and you know what? That can be self-care for some, but today we're talking about inner self-care. I will be going over some quick ways that we can evaluate how we're doing with our inner self-care and how we're treating ourselves. So let's hop right into the video. So we're going to talk about the 4 R's: rest, relationship, responsibility, and restriction. These 4 R's are so important in self-care. So when you look at these words, you have to rank them by what you're best at and what you're not so good at. I think my best is definitely restriction, because I know how to say no. I know how to protect my energy, which a video on protecting your energy is on the way, if not already out. I know how to be responsible. I'm pretty good with relationships, but I definitely say relationships is like bottom 2, and for sure I need to work on my rest. I do not rest enough. I'm always trying to go, and my mind keeps going, so my rest is definitely low on the poll. So I want you guys to rank it 1 through 4. Number 4 is definitely what you guys need to be working on in 2020 for your self-care. Number 3 and 4, that is what you need to concentrate on. Those are your weaknesses. When it comes to rest, how much are you sleeping? Are you working all the time? Is your mind constantly going? Are you constantly thinking about the future, tomorrow? When it comes to rest, what I had to realize was that I need to stay in the right now, focus on taking care of my body and taking care of my health. If you're not taking time out to rest, you're not going to be in good enough spirits, and your mind is always going to stay boggled to handle day-to-day life. I was constantly going and not even getting enough sleep to handle the things I was thinking about I need to do for the next day. It's so important to rejuvenate yourself. Rest and rejuvenation go hand in hand. And when it comes to relationships, me in relationships, I'm the type of person I really keep to myself, but I am always trying to focus on how can I become a better friend, how to be a better sister, how to be a better daughter. That's when I constantly talk to God and I'm evaluating myself and working on me. And when it comes to relationships, a lot of us put the blame on other people, but what are you doing in that scenario? How did you play a hand in what happened? So I'm always evaluating myself, thinking about what I add to friendships. So that is something I also have to work on, but that's just me. If you rated low on responsibility, are you really putting a lot of thought into what has to be done in your life? Are you making lists? You have a planner. What are your priorities? If you're neglecting your responsibilities, your inner self is not in order. All this is all out of whack. Okay, train. Okay, toot. Your responsibilities have a big effect on your mental. If you're not responsible, a lot of people are coming at you and telling you to do stuff all the time, and you have to be reminded of how unresponsible you are, and it's just something that constantly stays in your head. If you ranked low on your responsibilities, I say you need to do a inner self check. Maybe you need a planner, maybe you need a journal to keep track of the things you have to do, what's important to you. Talk to God about where He wants your focus, because a lot of people, if you're bad with responsibilities, you're bad keeping your focus and knowing your priorities. So that's what I would say if you ranked low on responsibility. Now, if you ranked low on restriction, the older you get, your yes means more than your no. A lot of us over yes ourselves. If someone texts me right now and they're like, do you want to do brunch? And I'm like, I haven't talked to her in a while, let me just say yes, but I know I have other things to do. It's like a lot of us are giving too much of ourselves away, and we don't have enough of ourselves for ourselves. Self-care is knowing when we're being pulled in too many directions and we have too many people asking too much of us. And I'm not saying turn into a no person and you're just like,
no, I gotta keep for myself. No, I can't do this with you. No, I can't help you.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is protect your yeses. Be careful with how you give away your yeses, because you can easily over give yourself away. And then by the time we're giving so much of ourselves away, we don't have anything left for ourselves and we don't have anything left for God. So it's really important to have that restriction restriction in our life? How's your restriction with social media? Saying no to yourself. When it comes to your mental, you don't need all that in there. How good are you with telling yourself to get off before bed? How good are you with telling yourself you don't need that donuts? Okay? Restriction is important, especially when it comes to fitness. Like I just said, this year I'm restricting myself from certain foods. I'm restricting myself from being lazy. Restriction is important in every area of our life. So if you rank 3 or 4 on restriction, it's time for a whole reboot, because wherever you are lacking restriction, whether it's fitness, mental, in relationships, there must be boundaries and there must be some type of checks and balances. You have to keep pieces of yourself for yourself so you can then give them to God. Okay, you can't allow someone to take everything out of you, because how are people going to take from an empty cup? Okay, you can't over pour. You got to rebuild yourself up. Okay, that was really quick and really easy. I want you guys to focus on what you're lacking. Once again, it is rest, responsibility, restriction, and relationship. These are the 4 R's of self-care, and even if you need to think about these in a warm bath with a face mask on, you know, the real self-care, you can do that. But think about what's going on in the inside and what's going on with how you're interacting with people and how you're treating yourself. Let's do better in 2020. I want you guys to be the most inner lit people. I want your glass to be overflowing. I don't want everybody to be taken out of you. Be kind to yourself this year. All right, it's really simple, really easy. We are trying to be the best selves we can be. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a comment down below. Holla at me and I'll holla back. I'll see you then.